the big question, the main question, the asked question, which is better, keyboard and mouse or controller? It's been a big wrap up, and I'm kind of going to say it's been a big fight against controller players and keyboard and mouse players. Keyboard and mouse players are saying controller players, they have the best aim, and controller players are saying keyboard players have the best scroll wheel reset. I had my fair use of both inputs, and I have my discussion right now. So this is all obviously my opinion, and also I am using all of the things that like power ranking. I'm kind of using what they give, so it's really your choice, but yeah, I'm just kind of giving you my side and my thought, because I did have a fair use of controller and keyboard and mouse, and I'm talking about controller on console and keyboard and mouse on console too, because I play on console 60 FPS. I'm just saying, and I also got some people who play on keyboard and mouse PC and controller PC. So I'm going to be comparing that too, and hope you enjoyed today's video. But instead, before we get started, make sure to subscribe, like, and share the video. And also, it's TacTFM. Let's get started. Okay, so controller. The good thing about controller is that it's kind of just a controller. Lots of people use controller in lots of games. Like if your gaming is not only Fortnite, there's loads of games, and most games, like in only a few games there's keyboard and mouse, but in almost every single game, like in more games there's controller, and that's what I'm saying. Controller is kind of something you know. Like even if you're in keyboard and mouse, you'll get used to controller in just like 1 week, 5 days, 1 day. It'll be so easy. But to get used to keyboard and mouse, it'll take 1 week, 2 months. Like it'll take a long time. So what I'm saying is, controller is kind of easy. So I would say like a controller is a way to go. So like everyone starts on controller. Then if they want to go professional or learn a new input, and they go to keyboard and mouse. So I'm not judging anyone, because I am a keyboard and mouse player, was a keyboard and mouse player, and now I'm a controller player, mainly because I wanted to have the aim. A lot of people from controller moved to keyboard and mouse, and a lot of people from keyboard and mouse moved to controller, which is one of me. I moved from keyboard and mouse to controller. So let's get on to the talking. So, keyboard and mouse 0, controller 0. So in power ranking, so in most tournaments, I'm going to be looking at NA East and NA and Oceania, because those are like my mostly used, my top two things, NA East and Oceania. So or Europe. Let's just check Oceania and Europe. So if I'm looking here in NA East, all the top people play keyboard and mouse. No cap, look at the power thing. Everyone's keyboard and mouse. Same for Europe, same for Oceania. So basically for power rankings, I have to give this one, it's super easy. I have to give this one to keyboard and mouse. 1 point for keyboard and mouse, 0 for controller. So the next thing I'm saying is smooth, like smooth movement. So I don't know if you know this, but on keyboard and mouse, there's only WASD. And on controller, there's this whole joystick. So you can move all 360 degrees. But on keyboard and mouse, you're limited to only 8 degrees. So that's basically, you can only move north. You can only move W. You can only move W, front. You can only move front, back, front, back, front left, front right. You know what I mean? There's only 8 directions. While on controller, on the other hand, there's all 360 degrees. So there's literally 100 more, like more than 100 times how many degrees there are for keyboard. So keyboard's limited to the movement. There's about 100 times that a controller player got saved because they have the more movement. Like 100 times. They can move in a different direction like 100 times. Like that. If you're on keyboard and mouse, I've been a fair keyboard and mouse player, and I've lost about a fair 1,000 games because of this. A fair 1,000. I came second place, and I didn't even, like, because of the movement. I've been winning a lot more since I went to controller on those movement things. But anyway, 1 point for keyboard and mouse, 1 point for controller. Next, on to the move. Well, not to basically, like, smoothness. So I'm not gonna lie, I guess controller is not that smooth. You're only moving. Like, it's not that smooth when you kind of build. I mean building. In building, it's not that smooth because you can only move left and right. It gives you a limit, so you can only move a little. But on keyboard and mouse, you can flick your mouse literally all the way well, no one would do that, but you could literally flick your mouse as far as you want, so you can do those edits faster, I guess. Yeah. So I have to give that one to keyboard and mouse. You can literally see the difference of my keyboard and mouse clip and my controller clip, so you know. Also, one more thing about, I have no battery, but anyway, one more thing I want to tell you is, so that's 2 for keyboard and mouse, 1 for controller. So basically, now, so the second last, aim assist, just aim, just kidding, aim. You probably know this, aim short tracking. We all know, no confess. It all goes to controller players. That's why I switched to controller. The aim, literally. So one of the best, keyboard and mouse aimers couldn't beat one of the worst just the worst controller players. So the worst controller players beated one of the worst controller aimer, beated one of the best the best keyboard and mouse aimers. So literally, that's kind of insane, because he has the best aim in keyboard and mouse, one of the best, and someone in controller beat him. Literally, that's insane. I'll throw a clip here if you want to watch it. In the description, I'll throw a clip here if you want to watch, like, how fast the controller kills him. But that's 2 for controller and 2 for keyboard and mouse. So, the final decision, content. I couldn't think of anything else, that's why I thought of content. So, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a keyboard and mouse content creator, but now I'm kind of a random content creator. I just make up ideas, but mostly based on Fortnite. So what I'm trying to say here is, I'm going to be looking up the most famous Fortnite YouTubers, and most of them are keyboard and mouse. So I kind of want to give it to keyboard and mouse, but on the other hand, there's FaZe Sway, FaZe Flea, there's me, there's a lot of controller players, so I might have to give this a tie, but it is your opinion at the end of the day. So comment me who you think. But I kind of think by a little percent keyboard and mouse is winning. So I just have to give it, keyboard and mouse, congratulations, you won this fight. I'm here to certify keyboard and mouse is better. Well, not better. It's kind of more useful. But the content thing is really not matter. It's kind of your opinion. It's a tie. But if you're on controller, don't switch to keyboard and mouse. If you're on keyboard and mouse, don't switch. the only reason you would switch is if you want to learn a new input, or you kind of want to learn something new. Then if you like that one more, what you learned new more than what you learned before, then you can switch to it and do it full time instead of doing it half time. So that's why most people do it progression instead of moving full time, because they're not really moving to do that. They're kind of just learning it and maybe doing it. So if you don't know, a lot of keyboard and mouse players actually started on controller. And that's that's actually a different case for me. So I started on mobile. Then I went to keyboard and mouse. So I started on a mobile, like a mobile screen, like probably the size of my controller. So that mobile was the iPhone 6. It was literally the size of my controller. But anyway, now I kind of upgraded into a keyboard and mouse, PS4. And, I went to keyboard and mouse straight. I didn't really go to controller. Because at that time, controller was kind of dying. Like most people used keyboard and mouse. Like kind of in the middle of that, people use controller, middle of mobile, me using mobile, and them using keyboard and mouse. And I kind of got used to keyboard and mouse. If you didn't see, I was cracked at the game. But, I am good at aiming on keyboard and mouse. But I do want to, give it to controller. Congratulations. In my opinion, controller is the best for the aim. It doesn't matter. The aim is literally the most important. You need to aim to get your enemies. Like shooting, aim, that's kind of the most important thing. So scroll wheel reset, that's good. Like I loved it when I was playing keyboard and mouse. But aim assist, you can't even compare. Like, why do you use aim assist? So controller players, keyboard and mouse players use their whole hand to aim, but controller players, they only use one thumb to aim. So if you're a controller player, try this little test, or get a controller and try this test. So go to your controller settings and turn down your aim assist to 0, and then try and aim. You literally are going to be trash. You're probably going to be worse than Peace Control Kyle's worst enemy, like literally. You can't even aim with a controller. If your aim's already bad on controller, then you'll literally be 100 times worse on controller. So I recommend you to literally just stay on controller and, stay on controller if you're on controller, and if you're on keyboard and mouse, stay on keyboard and mouse. I wouldn't really recommend changing. In the beginning of the game, not a lot of people would sweat, so it was easy to change. But now a lot of things changed. People became sweats, people became good at the game, people knew how to do quad edits, literally. The game's changed. I like old Fortnite, but anyway, hope you found this video useful. I'm glad I had your attention for this video. And if you're still watching, comment what? Wait, comment. So comment whatever you like, KBM or controller. Comment one of those for a shout out in next video, and tell me what you like more, and for a shout out in my next video. If you want if you want me to upload more videos, I will. I am kind of little busy. I am doing something really big for 50 subscribers. That's why I'm kind of uploading a little less. I usually upload at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I mean PST time, which is my time. So yeah.